Welcome back to the show. The FIFA Club World Cup group stage is in our rear view, and now the round of 16 is in our sights. Here's a look at the bracket, some juicy potential quarterfinal matchups that would serve as Champions League rematches. Manchester City, PSG, and Real Madrid are among the favorites to win it all. Let's welcome our friend Michael LaHoud from the Golazo Network to talk about this tournament. And really the question at sort of the halfway point is, and I don't know if that fist pump's going to stay up there, Michael, but in terms of the Club World Cup, do you think there's staying power to this? Do you think there's some validity, or do you think it's going to be sort of a glorified preseason for most of these clubs?
Well, first and foremost, hey, Tommy, how you doing? I know you're still gloating from the Europa League final. We had that chat that's near or there. But this is a tournament I think ultimately that's going to stay. When it first started, a lot of people said the same thing, and I was one of them. It's a cash grab, but money tends to do a hell of a thing to football players and football clubs. It gives them incentive. I love that this comes before a World Cup in a massive, massive, monumental changing point here in the United States and, of course, North America. So seeing the success, seeing the vibes, and seeing how South American clubs, especially in Brazil, are taking to this, it's going to stay.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. Sometimes hard to find, but fun to watch, of course, and see if they get that situated. All right, we're going to get your thoughts here on the bracket. You're going to take us through each game, starting with Saturday's two fixtures. So let's go top half of the bracket. Who moves on and take us through it?
Okay, I'm going to Brazil because these two teams have been the most dominant clubs. I'm talking Palmeiras and Botafogo. When it comes to the last three Brazilian championships, Palmeiras won the previous two, and then Botafogo, the reigning Copa Libertadores and Brazilian League champions. But I'm going to give a little wrinkle to this. Botafogo, they are going to win because they have a player named Jefferson Savarino. He's Venezuelan. He has MLS experience. And of all teams, he loves to play against Palmeiras. He will have had 3 goals in his last 4 matches against this side, and he's a big, big game player. He's been one of the standouts for Botafogo. And for Palmeiras, their manager, Abel Ferreira, he doesn't know who his best team is, especially in attack. That's going to cost him. On the other side of things, Benfica, Chelsea. The big talking point is it's a reunion for Chelsea midfielder Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez, rewind the tape, 2022 World Cup, going down memory lane. He won the World Cup with Argentina. The team he played for was Benfica. That year, he went on to win the World Cup Young Player of the Year. Now he is Chelsea's most important player. So Benfica are going to win because of that, because revenge is a dish best served cold. Inter Fluminense, Thiago Silva. He started his career in Europe playing for Inter rivals AC Milan, but he's not a spring chicken. He's Benjamin Button. He gets better and better, but Inter have way too much quality. They will beat Flu because Lautaro Martinez and Pio Esposito are firing. Then Manchester City, wax poetic about them. City are just too damn good. Erling Haaland coming off scoring 300 goals in his club career. He's a goal-scoring machine. They have reinforcements. So Pep, he's going to keep rolling. PSG versus Inter Miami. Lionel Messi, the only blemish on his career is when he went to PSG and he was dubbed a failure. Lionel Messi dubbed a failure playing against the reigning European champions. I know Messi will want to win that one, but PSG will roll. They're too good. And of course, Flamengo versus Bayern Munich. This was one that I had a difficult time with. Jorginho, having been a European champion, playing and winning the Champions League with a German coach. Jorginho and Flamengo are going to win because Bayern Munich aren't that good defensively, and they're going to get found out. Real Madrid versus Juventus. It's the Dean Huijsen derby. Dean Huijsen, less than a year ago, it's a youngster that just signed from Bournemouth to Real Madrid. He's a star now, but Vinny Jr. is back. He's going to be cooking. Madrid are going to get through. And then Borussia Dortmund versus Monterrey. So Nico Cantor, my co-host for Morning Footy at Golazo Network, he said Monterrey are going to win. I'm going with BVB. Sekou Guirassy. He's a man on fire.
All right, so that gets us there to the next round. Take us through the next bracket.
Okay, so Botafogo, Benfica, Angel Di Maria, Nicolas Otamendi, they have the experience. They're going to beat Botafogo. It's the end of the road for them. Then this matchup between Inter and Man City. Francesco Acerbi, he has Erling Haaland in his back pocket, but Man City have depth, they have quality, and they have Ryan Cherky. Pep's team is going to win that one. PSG taking on Flamengo. Flamengo is a team that no one wants to play except if that team is named PSG. PSG and Luis Enrique, they are a team that has lots of confidence and lots of quality. Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund. These two, they played in the Champions League final 2 seasons ago in London, and Real Madrid are going to win again because that's what they do. They love knockout competition. So it's going to get even more interesting when we get to this round, Tommy T.
Yeah, so it's interesting because I love that you had picked and faded some of the big clubs, but as we get to the semifinals, you have 3 of the 4 betting favorites still in the mix, along with Benfica.
Yeah, so Benfica, I've lauded them, I've praised them. This will actually end up being Angel Di Maria's final match for the club. He's just signed with boyhood club Rosario Central. Man City are going to win because why not? Jeremy Doku is that sort of player that can get after Benfica's weaknesses, which is in that wing-back position. Real Madrid PSG, Kylian Mbappe will finally get to play that coveted match that we thought we were going to get in the Champions League semifinal last campaign. He will get that matchup, but PSG will once again prove to be too much, and the final is going to be what you see there. Man City taking on PSG in beautiful East Rutherford, MetLife, New Jersey. And I don't know. Who do you think is going to win, Tommy? I think I know who I think.
Well, it is a final worthy of the Champions League final, and I would just have to go with PSG, although it looks like you've gone with Man City.
Yeah, I'm going to go the opposite of anything you go with because I'm still upset about how the Europa League turned out. No, Manchester City, this is a tournament that they have prepared for, and the benefit of having the players that they have, no Kevin De Bruyne, this is a new era, and really a new era for Pep Guardiola. The best thing that he did with this club was last season making sure that they got Champions League football. Erling Haaland is back. He looks sharper. But you have the reigning Ballon d'Or winner in Rodri healthy. That's like getting a £100 million player back within your ranks. And as Rodri goes, this City side truly goes. They're a force to be reckoned with, and they're showing glimpses of it.
All I hope is that the final will be a little bit better than the underwhelming Europa League final that we saw. Quickly here, if it is Man City, is this a bounce-back year for Pep? Because by their standards, they failed miserably last year.
Yeah, this truly is, and this is a Manchester City side, and I'm just going to put it out there and get my hot take cannon, or maybe I've done my research about this. This is a Manchester City side that is built to compete with Liverpool. A lot of people, because Florian Wirtz has signed for Liverpool, are pretty much ready to hand Liverpool the trophy in the Premier League. Not so fast. City are equipped to play in multiple competitions, and in an era where you're playing games week in and week out, do not underestimate the impact of players like Tajani Reinders, who have come in, the Ryan Cherkis, who is an artist on the field. He's already net-legged about half the group that he played with in the group stages. Transfers change seasons, and managers win championships. Manchester City have that marriage of both on a world-class level. That is why they'll win this competition, and they will go toe-to-toe with Liverpool the whole way through.
I know you and I are both fantasy guys. I love the Ryan Aït-Nouri signing as well, and that should be good for them. All right, Michael LaHoud there with his FIFA Club World Cup breakdown and predictions, all part of the Golazo Network, streaming for free in the CBS Sports app and Pluto TV.